All right, let's look at the homework 3.9, problem number 3. All right, so we have an equation given, and we have a bunch of values given, and you want to find one of the rate of change. All right, so let's do that. All right, so we're going to take the derivative. So I'm going to go here, let's see. So I'm going to take this equation right here, and I'm going to take the derivative with respect to t, because it looks like dy over dt and dx over dt is involved. All right, so if you take the derivative 4x squared, you will get 8x, then multiplied by dx over dt due to the chain rule. And derivative 16y squared would be 32y. Then you have to multiply by dy over dt is equal to derivative 100 is 0 because it's a constant. Right? Then since we are looking for dx over dt, so this is the guy we're interested in. Right? So I'm going to isolate that. So this is going to be equal to. Alright, so first I'm going to move this second term over to the other side. So we can just subtract 32y dy over dt. Right? So you have 8x dx over dt is equal to negative 32y dy over dt. Right? Then we need to eliminate 8x here, so I'm going to divide through by 8x. So divide through by 8x. So we have dx over dt all by itself, negative 32y over 8x. And then we have a dy over dt. Right? We can simplify. So 32 divided by 8 is 4. So this simplifies to negative 4y over x dy over dt. Right? Let's plug in. So you have dx over dt is equal to a negative 4, and y value is given to be 2, so 4 times 2 over x value is 3, and then dy over dt is 1 over 4. Right? And let's clean it up. You have 4 on top and you'll have 4 on the bottom. And so what's left is negative 2/3. Right? So let's type it in. So we got negative 2/3. Right? Let's check the answer. All right. I came back and looks like we got the part A correctly. Let's do part B. It's the same equation. So this time dx over dt is given, and we want to find dy over dt. So I'm going to maybe steal some of the equation here. So I'll probably start with here, this equation here. Right? And for A, I solved for dx over dt. For part B, I'm going to solve for dy over dt. So I'm going to go down here. Alright, so I'm going to divide through by negative 32y. So divide through by negative 32y. That way we have dy over dt is all by itself. Right? And then we're going to divide ax dx over dt by negative 32y. So it's going to be negative 8x over 32y dy over dt. Right? So we know that 8 and 32 cancel out, and you have a 4 left over. So we have negative x over 4y dy over dt. Right? So we have that. Well, actually, we could have started with the next line. But anyway, it's the same thing. All right, but then we can just plug in. So we have dy over dt. We have a negative x value, in this case is -3. And then 4 times y value is 2. And then dy over dt is actually, actually I messed that up. That's dx over dt, right? Sorry about that. So I'm going to change that. So this is, so this is dx over dt right here, right? So we have dx over dt here, and dx over dt there. So dx over dt is given to be 4. All right, so we can cancel. Let's see, 4 on top and 4 on the bottom. And then you have a double negative. So answer is 3/2. 3/2. All right, let's type it in. So answer we got was 3/2. All right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.